What's up, guys? It's the Beat Street Bully, billionaire baby, and I'm finally back and ready to break down some golf for you degenerate monkeys this week, okay? I know you've been waiting for me, okay? All three of you, okay? But I'm back. I got the Meta Gear glasses. I'm ready to chew up, dial up for you disgusting pigs, okay? So, first things first, okay? Sony Open. We're in Hawaii, okay? What are we going to do here? We got a little bit of a shitty field this week, which means we should be able to take advantage of these chumps who have no idea who some of these bums are, but they've been making us money, okay? So, some of you might be wondering, where you been, okay? I had to get better at the game, baby. You know, this DFS game. I had to be a pro. I had to be a pro for you, monkey, so I could dial up for you. So we're gonna show you a little bit of some results here. Okay, here's some results from this past RSM Classic. Okay, first place in the 7.5K mini max. That's 19,000 of you dumb degenerate pigs that I pounded. Okay, it was too easy, and I pissed in your face. Here's the lineup that got it done. Ludwig Aberg, killer. Okay, somebody you're gonna have to watch out for all year long. You'll be the favorite to win this one. Eric Cole, Kirk, who just won this last event. I should have known. I should have looked at his lineup for this last event and said Kirk was dialed and ready. Montgomery. Oh, this was seventh place. How about this? This was my seventh place lineup. I'm fucking blind. Mackenzie Hughes and Neesmith. So I finished first and seventh place here. $40 for this seventh place. That's 50-cent entry. Boom, winner. 858th place, or $858. Bing, bing, bing. Here's this was an NFL one. See, I'm getting more dialed in. I got the NFL going. Trust me, I'm gonna have it all dialed in. I'm gonna do some NFL content, and we're gonna dial in. Not much NFL left, so it won't be that much. But next season will be more dialed. We'll be more in tune with how these contests work, and we'll get you monkeys dialed. There's just a taste of that little lineup. Gerald Everett, a little tasty treat. Where's my lineup to one? Oh, here we go. 750, we had Aberg Cole was the build. You need to have those two. Yeager, Mackenzie Hughes, Neesmith, and Duncan came in big clutch for me with a bonus in the end that ended up sealing the deal and boosting me ahead of some other pig. I don't know who is that pig. Let's see. Yeah, Pigots. Pigots or Snorlax attacks. One of these dudes, you got pigged. Okay, I just pissed in your mouth. So that's a recap of what I've been up to. Now let's look into the field here, the tournament. Okay, we're on Rick Run Good. You're going to need to subscribe to that eventually if you're going to be real serious about this shit. He's the leader in this fucking shit right now, so you're going to want to dial in. We got Ludwig Aberg at 10-5, okay? He's going to be the favorite to win this one, and he's just been on an absolute tear. He won the RSM Classic, 10th at the Worldwide Technologies, you know, a 13th, a second place finish. Hasn't played this event before, but he's longer off the tee, he's more accurate off the tee. This should fit his skill set a lot more, they were saying. So that's what you're going to want to do there. You might want to go with some of him this week. He's just a killer. I mean, this dude, he's going to be making you all kinds of money this year. This is a name to remember, a guy that you're going to want to fucking be all over because he's a fucking beast, a bully, okay? He's one of the Beat Street bullies this year. He'll be making a lot of money. I don't know if this tournament he'll necessarily be the top play, but he will be making us money all year long, okay? And next up at 10-3, we got Tyrrell Hatton. And then we got Matt Fitzpatrick at 10-2. Now, if you look at the betting odds right now, Tyrrell Hatton's actually the favorite to win, so he's getting bet down. And Matt Fitzpatrick at 10-2 is about the same odds to win as Ludwig. So pretty much these three guys are about the same odds to win right now. So this pricing for Ludwig is a little bit skewed. And he goes off in the PM wave, which you're going to see coming up is going to be godly, ungodly wins here. So just some things to look out for. Then we got Sahith Theegala at 10,000. And his ownership is very cheap. So if you want someone to pivot off of, he was playing very well last week. If he would have won, I was in the mix last week, and I would have won first place if this dude could have came in first. So I really like him, interested. You got Harmon at 9-9. He'll be popular. Corey Connors at 9-8. Everyone's been liking him, looking like he's might be one of the most popular guys. Eric Cole, once again, top guy, 9-7. Russell Henley, 9-6. And Curtis Kirk is back, 9-5. Zalatoris at 9-3, JT Poston 9-1, Hideki at 9,000. Okay, so that's pretty much, those are your top end guys this week. But pretty much, what are you going to want to know here? I mean, like, really, I don't need to go through all these dudes, okay? And who's the value play, and who's the chalk play, and who's the whatever. Okay, there's only a few real situations you need to look for, okay? You got the projected ownership here. They're projecting Corey Connors the highest owned, Russell Henley second highest, Ludwig third. Now, I've been seeing other places where, a lot of other places, Russell Henley highest. So if I was you, I would think Russell Henley was probably going to be the highest owned. I get Corey Connors' sentiment, but Henley, it's a little bit cheaper here, and I've been seeing him projected higher. I think he'll be the highest owned projected golfer this week, probably closer to 30%, I would say. That's usually what these guys actually come in at. So if you're going to really want to have an edge over the field, you might want to juice him up to about 30% owned and tear it down from there. Let's look at who's going to has the best chance statistically. They say the tournament predictor winning this one here on this website. They got in first place Corey Connors at 5.9% to win, Ludwig at 5.6%, Matt Fitzpatrick 5.6%, Brian Harmon 4.2%, Matsuyama at 4.1%, Tyrrell Hatton 4.1%, Chris Kirk at 4%, and Russell Henley 3.6%, Siwoo Kim 3.5%. So that's what we got here. Okay, it's gonna be an interesting course. It's a tighter fairway, smaller greens, Bermuda grass greens. Look who won last year. We're gonna go and check it out. We got Siwoo Kim came in first place. Hayden Buckley came in second place. Chris Kirk, who won this last event, came in third. So last year he chewed this one up and actually did pretty well here. So I would expect Chris Kirk to do pretty well at this tournament. Okay, don't be surprised if he's carving up. Nate Lashley, some guys, Taylor, Kuchar, so some bums. A lot of bums, okay? Just be on the lookout for bums. Because look at some of the guys, I want you to see just some of the guys who missed the cut here last year. Jordan Spieth missed the cut here last year. He would have been a guy that was probably pretty popular, I bet. Sung J M missed the cut. Another guy who been pretty popular. So you want to watch out for these duds. Okay, the problem with this one is that we got wind coming, okay? This is what you want to look out for. On Thursday, in the morning, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. is when they're going to start in their time, and there'll be the next wave starts at 11:50. Right around 11 to about 12, you're getting 13-mile-an-hour gusts, 14-mile-an-hour gusts. Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? The wind might be going down here. See, this is going to be something to look out for here, because last time I checked this, let's see if we can get a more accurate read on this. Oh, yeah, January 4th. It's not January 10th. Yeah, see? Okay. Yeah, see, this is more accurate. Yeah, so we got 7 a.m., 11-mile-an-hour winds. It's going to be windy-ish in the morning here. But it's going to get really ridiculously windy at around 11 o'clock, 11:50, right when they start golfing, 12 o'clock, boom, 17, 18-mile-an-hour winds, 20-mile-an-hour winds, okay? And it starts to slow down in the afternoon. Then you get some showers, and all this stuff. Could soften it up for the morning group. But here's the thing. A lot of people would like to think that this afternoon group would be the play PM/AM wave, okay? You might not want to play waves this week. Maybe you do want to play waves this week. It's up to you. But what I would say that the advantage, if there is one, would have to be AM/PM, just because there's going to be so many fucking golfers dealing with 20-mile-an-hour winds. Pretty much everybody that tees off at about 11:50 is going to be facing it right at its toughest point, right from the get-go, and they're going to have to deal with it for 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, still going, you know what I mean? By the time these guys are done golfing, it's still gusting 20 miles an hour, whereas these dudes around 6, 7 a.m., it still looks like there's going to be some gusts, 10, 11-mile-an-hour winds, but nothing crazy until about really the afternoon. So you're going to get an edge here, I think, in the morning groups. And I think if you just get a lot of guys that just are screwing up tight fairways, they're missing the fairways, and all of a sudden now they're having to scramble. It's tough to scramble with the wind, too. Now you're missing greens. Now you're fucking trying to get up and down for pars and bogeys, whereas some morning wave might just chew and have a nice week and just get to the fucking weekend without really any fuss. And that's kind of what you're looking for here if you're trying to take an advantage of a wave. So I would say take advantage of the wave. If we're looking at the past, again, you had Hideki Matsuyama, Russell Henley, finishing a playoff here a couple years ago. So watch out. They're back in this one. They like this one. It's a sneaky one. This is one that a lot of Asian people have been chewing up for some reason. Kevin Na, okay, American, but also an Asian golfer descent. Okay, there could be something to do with that. Okay, these Korean guys are all on steroids now, so I would maybe go with one of these Koreans if they got some edge here. Maybe Siwoo Kim. See, he was a Korean. He won. Maybe it was someone like him or Byung Hyun An. Could be a sneaky treat. But these guys are a little bit shorter hitters. Hideki, Kevin Na, Siwoo Kim. Not really known for their driving distance, but I would say more accurate and wedge approach type players. So that's kind of what you're going to see here. Obviously, putting's going to be really important too on Bermuda grass. So let's go and let's dive into the Saber dial. Actually, no, let's go in here. Let's go to the solver. Check out the solver, okay? See what the solver likes, okay? Their value is giving Andrew Putnam the highest value at 8.32, whatever that means. And they're projecting his ownership a lot higher probably than most places. See, this is why you want to go around and you want to find different places to get ownership because they're not all going to be correct, okay? And if you can get the ownership correct, then you're going to have an edge because then you can maybe, use a tool to help it build you some lineups here. So you want to get this ownership right. And so someone like Putnam, he might be coming in higher owned just based on this value right here. A lot of people use this solver. They're going to see this value. They're going to play Putnam. What's his price? He's priced in at 7,500. He's golfing in the morning. He misses the fucking weather. Boom. You're going to see a guy who's going to get fucking used a little bit here. Chris Kirk just won last week. Boom. He's got a high value. He might come in higher owned. JT Poston. There's a name people like. Harris English. Brian Harmon. Another name people like. Svensson. Connors. Glover. Okay. These are some good golfers. Some good picks this week. Siwoo Kim won this event. Brandon Todd. Keegan. Hadwin. Grillo. Rogers. Henley. Cooch. Bhatia. McCarthy. Cole. And Byung Hyun An. All with positive values in this blue or light blue value, whatever they're highlighting that for whatever reason. So these are some guys you might want to watch out for here. Take a screenshot if you got to take a screenshot and take a look at some of these names, some of these values, some of this ownership. Let's see their ownership. I'll take a look at that. If you want to take a look at that, there you go. Scroll down a little bit. See some of these different ownerships so you don't have access to this or something. You can just see where people are going. See Grillo and Rogers not being owned as highly, but there's some positive value there. Maybe you could take some of them. This is where you could just use your own mind to try to figure out what you'd like. But now let's go to the Saber Sim. And right here, I have it build me 150 lineups for the contest, okay? And I used its ownership to simulate the builds in the contest where the top prize is $200,000. Assuming most people are going to play that contest, it gave me the highest exposure to Lucas Glover. Let me see. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. No. Highest exposure to Brendan Todd. So it really likes Brendan Todd against its own ownership it projects. So if you think that Saber Sim's ownership is correct and you like what they're doing, then Brendan Todd is going to be a guy that they're going to value. Byung Hyun An, another guy they're going to value. Harris English and Svensson, Putnam, Tyrrell Hatton, Henley. These are all going to be guys that Saber Sim is going to value. This is one of the top lineups ROI. It's going to give me the best of ROI against its ownership if you want to see that. Ben Coles, Harris English, Svensson, Poston, Spawn, and Harmon. So if that gives you any kind of hint at what it likes to do, you go down here, it gives me some Ludwig lineups here. It gives me a couple lineups here, so it's like, it's not all pushing a lot of Ludwig, it's not all pushing a lot of this, it's pushing a lot more Henley, it's pushing a lot more Tyrrell Hatton, if that tells you anything. It does have some Ludwig exposure, but it's not really pushing that against the field. Now, it has Ludwig at, I did notice, a lower ownership, 17.4%. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing him coming in higher owned than that. So it could be wrong. So if you have this tool, you might want to fix some of these things. I'm not going to tell you to fix it. I'm not going to show you, my build 2 or 3, you know what I mean? Now, if you can juice my video up, maybe one of these days you can see my build 2 or build 3. But if I show you that now, you're going to see the secret sauce, the secret truth here, the thing that's going to help me win the fucking contest and beat all you pigs. So you don't want to see that. So, I've given you a little couple tips, a couple hints here. Maybe you can figure it out yourself and see what's going on, okay? All right. Now that we've done all that, okay, you've seen what you've seen what you know, what I know, okay, about this contest, Sony Open. What do we think? What do we like about this contest? Now, my thing is, I love Ludwig and I love Eric Cole. Those are my two best golfers. They're going to be the money make milk cows all year long. Okay, hopefully you realize that sooner than later. But this particular tournament, they're going to be very high owned, and they're both going in the afternoon. I'm very afraid of any golfers golfing in the afternoon tomorrow, okay? Because it's going to be a fucking shit fest with 20-mile-an-hour gusts, tight fairways. I don't like that, okay? Now, the scoring average is pretty low, okay? But I just think it's just one of those situations where it's like, if you have too many golfers in the morning, go low, okay? Not have to worry the next day because the conditions aren't going to be as bad. They get to golf in the same conditions everybody else the next day. So there's no edge here. It's not like they're both golfing, both afternoon groups are golfing in 20-mile-an-hour gusts. It's just going to be tomorrow. Just going to be the Thursday group. So that just means that basically they're going to get totally screwed, maybe, where the winds are too heavy to fucking deal with. And now they're going to be getting up and down for pars, and they're not getting as many birdies. Now, tomorrow, they might golf in the morning, and sure, there'll be some golfers that might get through, But the thing is about this golf game, it's all mental. So now you got some guys that are trying to catch up. They're trying to play catch up. They're not as relaxed anymore because they had to deal with that other stuff. Now they're trying to, just make the cut here or something like that. Some golfers are going to have a good day and explode, of course. But is it worth it to keep all the golfers in your player pool from that side of the field, knowing that there could be a high chance that the majority of the golfers that missed the cut this week are going to come from players that golf in the PM wave on Thursday? So it's like, in my mind, I would think to yourself, you probably want to eliminate a large portion of that. So I don't know how much of that you would like to eliminate, but I would try to eliminate a large portion. Maybe you can't get rid of Ludwig and Cole and some of these guys, but maybe you do take a stand and you don't play those guys. Because Ludwig actually didn't do very well in his last tournament, and Eric Cole did do pretty well, but maybe this track doesn't fit his game as well as the last track did. So we'll see what happens there. I like both of them. I'll probably be looking at them outright bets, but I'm probably going to stay away from it for the first round because they're playing 20-mile-an-hour gusts. I'll wait till their odds juice up, maybe take a couple outright shots. But in my lineups, I'll probably have to avoid them, I would think, to a larger degree. I'm assuming you can't have zero exposure to these players. You're going to need some exposure to these players in case, for some reason, they get lucky. Maybe the winds die down and they don't have to deal with any of that bullshit. But at the end of the day, it's probably going to be one of these type of tournaments where players like Russell Henley, Brian Harmon, and those fucking stupid fucking monkeys, just come around. I mean, like, if you're like a golfer fan over the last couple of years, you don't like these guys, But if you're playing DFS, you love these guys, man. These guys are you love these dudes, man. Fucking Brian Harmon, Russell Henley. I mean, you fucking love these monkeys. So if I'm gonna suggest players for you, I'm gonna suggest players like Brian Harmon, Russell Henley, Denny McCarthy, Siwoo Kim, or whoever's golfing in that. In fact, we can actually see it. I want to see exactly who's golfing in that AM PM wave here tomorrow. Who's in the AM wave? We'll check out. Tell you some golfers to watch out for here, okay? Yeah, okay. See, perfect. You got Denny McCarthy is starting first tee. First guy off the tee, Denny McCarthy. So I'm going to start him, Denny McCarthy, okay? Watch out for Denny McCarthy, okay? I like Noren, I like Montgomery, but to win outright, give me some Denny McCarthy, okay? Then we scroll down. This dude, Byung Hyun On's been playing real good. I kind of would like to see what he does. Scroll down even more. Boom. Some Tyrrell Hatton. 740. Boom. Brian Harmon. Matt Fitzpatrick. Definitely some guys I could see winning this tournament. Chris Kirk could go back-to-back. Siwoo Kim could go back-to-back, technically. Hideki Matsuyama hasn't played or performed well. Watch him come out the gate out of nowhere. So those are some guys I like to watch out for. Boom. There's Russell Henley. I like to see what Russell Henley's been up to. I feel like Billy Horschel could show out, maybe have a good week. I don't know if he wins, but sometimes he puts himself in position to win ones like this. Let's see, who else? Who else we got? And that's it. That's about it. Yep. So let's look at the we got started. Let's see. These are how I'm going to start, and we're going to see. We're going to come back next week and see if one of these guys wins. I'm going to bet you that one of these guys wins the golf tournament, okay? Denny McCarthy, Byung Hyun On, Tyrrell Hatton, Brian Harmon, Matt Fitzpatrick, Chris Kirk, Siwoo Kim, Hideki Matsuyama, Russell Henley, or Billy Horschel, okay, as a long dart pluck. One of these guys, I think, is going to take down this golf tournament, okay? Because I'm the Beat Street Bully Billionaire and I'm a fucking legend. This is how I figured this shit out, okay? So follow me for more. This is going to be the first of many. Again, we're going to get back into the cycle of doing these videos. We're probably going to do one for the round 2. We're going to do one for round 3. Every round we'll break down for some more outright bets, more outright plucks. But if I'm going to go outright plucks, you know, I'm going to go with Brian Harmon. I'm going to think we're going to check out and see what he does for an outright bet as to start the tournament. I think that's probably a tasty treat. So that's the video, man. We're chilling. We're chilling like a villain. We're gonna check us out. Keep us in mind. Follow, like, subscribe. We're gonna get an NFL video coming up for you. We're gonna break down every single game this week, and the showdown contest as well. You know, if it's a showdown contest, we'll just break it down both style, you know. So, but we're gonna break down all the games, get you a big parlay going into a wild card weekend, and yeah, that's gonna be it for the Beach Street Bully Billionaire. Okay, over and out. Let's go.